Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to another lovely morning. Well, today I'm going to practice one of a questions that are from Makar IELTS. So just enjoy this beautiful morning and help me to practice my English speaking. So, the first question is: describe a crowded place you have visited. Where is it? When you went there, and with whom you went there, and explain how you felt about being there. So far I remember that one of the crowded place ever I have seen or ever I have been from is in a railway station, and it was almost 1 year ago when we didn't get any seat in the train, but we need to get in the train to reach our destination. Basically we are going towards Dhaka, but we didn't get any ticket, so we need to cut down the ticket. We need to bought the ticket inside the train when the TT will come. So that's why we were waiting in the train for a long time. Basically it was not we alone. There are many people like us who didn't get the ticket because all the ticket has been bought by the people, nothing left for other people. All the seat has been booked, all the seats had been filled up, so we didn't get any ticket or any seats. But there are many people, they all have to get their destination in the Dhaka, but seat was not available for everyone. Almost the situation was that it was actually a night journey, and I was a little bit scary or afraid that is there anything wrong will be happening with us. But luckily, alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, nothing happened. The TT just came to us and we brought 2 tickets. Basically my father with me, almost from Dinajpur to uh, almost from the our getting in station to the for a long time, almost for 5 to 6 hours we travel by our feet. We were standing inside the train. We didn't get any seat. Almost 5 to 6 hours later we got one seat actually, though we were I and my father, we are in two in numbers, but we only get one seat. So we used this one seat part by part. For example, I was sitting down on the seat for 30 minutes and I just got to stand up and let my father to sit up. So we used the seat like this. Hey, make that. Okay, Megdad is coming here. And last day when I was been from Alful Bazaar, this guy was with me. I think he's just coming from his bed. नाम की घूमते उठला. He is just coming from his bed. And for the nose for night, so he didn't go to the Fajr prayer. Just sit down here. Sit down here. Just sit down here. Sit down here. Sit down here and listen to me what I am saying to or I am doing practice. Basically this guy is one of my new hip. Anyway, in that night the train was very crowded, and that was the first time ever I've experienced that, how it feels when you don't bought a ticket inside a train, but still you have to get into your destination, and it was very difficult and very annoying for you. And the second question is describe. Okay, we need to get down to the second step. Where do young people like to go? Well, like me, I really want to. I don't know uh, where all the young people like to go, but as I am also young people, I would like to describe my own thoughts. If you told me to visit inside my country, I would like to visit Bandarban or the Chittagong hill treks because I like hills a lot. Yeah, and my favorite season is to visit hills is the winter season. Not actually the winter season, it's the beginning of the winter season. And this guy is also with me. He is actually getting confused what I am saying. Just look at him. He's coming from his bed, so his eyes are a little bit bubbled. কিছু বলবি? কিছু কয়?
তো কিছু নেই।
হ্যাঁ? কি কইলি?
কিছু নেই।
কোয়ার মতো কিছু নাই? We don't want to talk anything. So I would like to visit in Bandarban hill tracks because I like hills a lot. And I feel so much happy when I am in the hill. So that is my favorite part. The second favorite part is the sea beach, because when you are standing up in front of the sea, you feel like you are nothing. You feel like you are nothing, and it feels so much good when you are in front of the sea beach. Second question is, are people happy living in crowded apartments? Well, I don't like crowded apartments because it's so much annoying, it's so much people inside the room or inside an apartment. I don't like it. I like as low or as few people as possible. Like, yeah, I live with my father, my mom, and my younger sister. I'm happy with that. And we actually live in our own village, in our own home. So that is very good for us because we don't have enough memory in our home. And I also don't like crowded people. Third question is, which scenic spots will have the quiz of people? I would say it's the Cox's Bazar, because during the monsoon time or during the seasonal time, the Cox's Bazar sees a huge number of visitors, and is great for the local peoples of Cox's Bazar. People like it because people like to enjoy some free times with their family, friends. It is good for them. Right now I'm basking my right now actually I'm basking myself in the sun. The reason behind that I'm coming in this time, the sun is rising up, and I don't get enough time to bask myself in the sun. So in the morning I just make my time, I just blocked this time to come here and have some English speaking practice. So what are the advantages of living on a higher floor? Well, there are many advantages of living in the higher floor. The first advantage is you get enough sunlight. Sunlight is very important for your home. If you live in a darkness, it's very harm for you, because sunlight has a huge impact in our body, and it produces vitamin D's in your body, and it's very crucial for hormonal balance. There are several diseases or several problems will be happen inside your body if you don't have enough vitamin D's. So in this perspective, sunlight is very important. Another thing why sunlight is very important is that if your home in a very dark place, there are many other insects like mosquitoes, flies will increase. Flies are available in your home, and the number will be very high, and the number will be very high. So if you don't want them in your home, so you must live in a very sunlighted place, and I think higher floor apartments are good for these reasons. So third reason is the airflow. When you live in the higher floor and you have a huge space in front of your window, you get enough airflow, which makes comfortable during the summer season. In the summer season in Bangladesh, we have a huge problem of electricity, and the temperatures also remains very high, like 40 degrees Celsius, and it feels very uncomfortable because you don't have proper supply of electricity, and also you are suffering from a very warm weather. So in this case, you really need a good amount of airflow inside your home. So if you live in a higher floor apartment, it will be very easy for you to get a good airflow. So these are the 3 or 4 advantages of living in a higher floor. So I just move on to the next question, and the next question is, what are the advantages of living in lower floor? Well, the only advantage that I find is that you don't need to use stairs to go your apartments. This is the only advantage that only I find. And another advantage would be, let's say you are coming from a market or bazaar, so you have bought a good amount of goods, like uh, almost 100 kgs of goods you have bought. So you have to enough people to leave those goods in your floor. You need actually huge amount of capacity or system that can carry those goods inside your home if you live higher floor. But if you live in apartment which is in the lower floor, you don't need that much of system or apartment people to carry those goods inside your home. If you are an grown adult, you can do it by yourself. So these are the 2 advantages that I can find to living in a higher to living in a
Excuse
to living in inside a lower floor. সত্যি? So let's have a talk with him. মেঘটার দিকে তাকা। So একটা কবিতা বলো তো।
Rain, 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 go away, can make it a little too. তোমার ওয়েনেস টু পেলে রেন 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 go away.
আচ্ছা, তুমি বড় হয়ে কি হতে চাও?
বুড়ো হয়
হুম?
ইঞ্জিনিয়ার।
Oh, he want to be an engineer in the near future. So just pray for this guy. So let's jump into my practice session once again. So the next question is, what do you think of the phenomenon of people going I don't like this question, so I want to move on the next question. Is there a complete quit place? If you are living in a village, then you might have a quit place, but if you are inside a apartment or inside, if you are living in a city, then the chances are very low that you would get a very quiet place. But still, places like Gulshan, Bonani, this area also have some places or the apartments where you can get uh, quiet places, because actually the situation is that there are multiple apartments in a row in the both side of the road, and in that cases, the apartments which falls into the in the middle of two apartments, those apartments get a little bit quiet. So this is possible, but this is not possible for all the places. Like if you live in a Mirpur, this is a very closing area, If you live in a Naranganj, this is the most densely closing area, I would say. So in this place, you won't get any quiet place. So the next question is, do you like to go places where there are many people? Absolutely not. I don't like to go anywhere where there are many people. Yes, definitely I want my safety, because when you live in a very crowded people, yeah, I think there is a good amount of safety that you would get. But if you, let's say, you are passing through a very, if you are passing through such an area where people don't live, then you have a great risk or high chance that you will get attacked by some robbers. So you have to you have to bear this in your mind when you are living in a very quiet place. What are the places which attract many people in your country? I would say, uh, I have actually two answers for these questions. First answer, for the local people inside the Bangladesh. Most of the Bangladeshi people who lives in the north area of Bangladesh, they love to go at the south area, like Cox's Bazar, Chittagong, Bandarban, in this area. So Sundarban also. So in this area, people love to go. People who live in the north area of Bangladesh, but people who live in the south area of Bangladesh, like Cox's Bazar, Chittagong, they love to visit at the north area of Bangladesh. So that is very interesting. So, but I have another question, another answer for this question, and the answer is the international visitors or the foreigners. Most of the foreigners love the closing part of the Bangladesh, like Puran Dhaka, because they want to explore in a new situation. In the abroad, people are not living so much closingly or so much densely like us. If you just have been from Puran Dhaka or for area like Farmgate, Gulistan, you would see that this is a very closing area. There are almost hundreds of people are living inside just less than 1 kilometer, which is very closing. And most probably Dhaka is the most closing area in the world. And the foreigners are very likely to explore these places. They want to know how it feels when you are living in a closing area. They want to grab new experiences, so that's why they love to visit this area. Also, they also love to visit the natural beautiful areas in our Bangladesh. What types of problems that can be solved by group work? I would say the cleaning problem. Most of the rivers or the canals uh, are very dirty, and most of the dust are plastics, like plastic bottles, polythenes. These are the mainly dust that are harming our rivers, canals. So if you are in a group, like 20 people, or even 20 people are in a group, then you can do this. You can clean the canals, you can clean the rivers. And interestingly, we have a great team in our Bangladesh named Clean BD Clean BD, and that is very and that groups done amazing works. They actually cleans the closed canals, uh, closed canals. Most probably they, as they are not so much big, they only have 1,000 people in their group, and they can perform their cleaning projects inside Dhaka. I don't know whether they have any branch outside of Dhaka. So that is very that is very iconic or inspirational group to be formed for other people. Why is it sometimes important for people to be alone? Well, when you want to know yourself, when you want to know what you want your life, or what is going to inside your life, and you want to solve problems, definitely you want to be in a quiet place. you have to be alone, like this type of place where no people disturb you. Everyone is their own way, no one disturbs anyone. But in the city area, it's very very difficult to find a very quiet place and to be alone. So this guy is moving to his home, and I also need to go back to my home. So it's almost 20 minutes. I have been talking to you almost 20 minutes. Thanks for watching my videos, and I will get all of you in the next one. And I highly request all of you in my all videos to find out all my mistakes so that I can improve myself and improve my mistakes. So thanks for watching my videos. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.